and Bake with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good, can't complain. As you can tell by my attire and my hair, I am ready for the flea market. Yep, I'm ready for that 2-day or 3-day event that I do twice a month. So I thought I'd go ahead and get this out to you, get you an hour of my time or so. And let's see what Revelation News has got to say. Pedo Wars, Return of the Epstein. How you doing, See-Through Pixie?
Hi.
Show us your tits!
Hi. I didn't know how this was going to look, you know. I like that. It's cool. What the facts are, you know. I can only fem it up so much, you know. Because, I mean, look at me. I mean, the physique is male, folks. Still pretty, though. How's everybody doing? Oh, boy, I'm really, I mean, what else could I talk about? I mean, if I didn't talk about this, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, your brown teeth are real pretty. Your teeth that are rotting out of your fucking head are real pretty, asshole. Yep, they're real pretty, all right. Now your chicken legs and your bird chest. Shit, I think I'm gonna pick up a rotisserie chicken later.
On my channel. Of course I'm going to talk about Epstein. Are you kidding me? Hashtag we demand to know.
Oh, nice.
And if that ever becomes something, that was my shit. I started that as far as I know. I didn't see anybody else using that tag, so. But people are really done with it. And now even MAGA is done. If you look on Donald's Truth Social shit, his own Truth Social MAGA people are done. On his posts, they are saying, you're a fraud, you're a con, you're scum. Oh, man. And if you look at the numbers, he's only getting like 2,000 and some retruths. He's getting like 7.8 thousand likes. The rats are running off.
So you got 185 views and only 5 likes. What do you want?
The ship. It's 100%. So now his latest move is to go and take some quiet time and play some golf, which Shani predicted 100% today. It was crazy. A few hours ago today, she's like, I guarantee you he's going to go play some golf. It happened. Like, literally. There was no indication this was going to happen, but she just said, it's going to happen. That's going to happen. Bingo. It happened. So he's going to put his head in the sand, and he's hoping that, okay, we're probably going to get this vote. It's going to pass. He's going to have a bunch of Republicans, quote unquote, turn on him, because anybody that's even an inkling.
Do you even know what the hell you're talking about? Have you cracked any of those books that are sitting next to you on that table? I'll bet not.
Of we want this out and we want the truth, he's labeling a traitor. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene, she has now officially, we would say, blasphemed Donald Trump. So she's done. He said, I no longer endorse her. Why? Because she fucking won't worship you, Donald? Did you think that because she compared you to Christ at the time, did you think that she was going to worship you? No, her God is Jesus. It's not you,
How
Donald.
you
She was
doing,
comparing
honey?
you to Jesus at the time because you were going through bullshit trials, which some of them might have been bullshit. But the fact of the matter is that you are a criminal. You know that. Your business practices were proven to be extremely unscrupulous and criminal.
You're a criminal. You just ain't been caught. You just didn't see justice. You just didn't see justice or shame.
In fact, to the point where New York says, yeah, if your name is Trump, you should probably not do
Oh, I'm
business in
doing
the
pretty good,
city.
Boo. Thanks for
Oh,
asking.
really? Yeah, that's the real businessman, Donald Trump. That's the real Trumpy. It's not this glorious, amazing, brilliant businessman. It's a guy that engages in an unscrupulous business activities and ends up having to pay fines because of those unscrupulous business activities. And any shortcut he can take and any bullshit thing that he can get involved in to make a quick buck, like Trump steaks on QVC. I'm pretty sure that was on QVC.
You know something? That's every rich fuck. That's every rich fucker. They'll do anything to make a quick buck. I ain't got nothing against a rich man being a rich man as long as he don't step on my neck while making his millions. Just don't step on my neck. That's all I ask. You can be better than me at things. Just, don't step on me while doing it.
And I'm not dissing QVC because my mom loved QVC and shit. Okay?
Hey, no one
And
really
and I got a
understands
total
that.
gym from QVC at the time, and it was fucking cheap as shit, and it's the best workout equipment in the world. Is a total gym. So if you can get a cheap total gym on fucking QVC, you should do that. But anyway, this is a con man. This is a guy that will absolutely sell you, water at the ocean. Yeah, and I know you can't drink ocean water. That's not the point, though. He would do his best to make a counterfeit of something and get the product out first so that he makes the most money on it.
Hey,
And he
Barbie, how
doesn't care
you
if it's
doing, hon?
fraudulent. If he's first, it'll be the biggest. So, yeah, we're going to go absolute fucking, he's just a scammer from start to finish, up, down, left, and right. He's a scammer. And then he'll go, Rev, you're a scammer. What have I ever tried to sell you fraudulently? Nothing. Same goes for Shanny. You use these words, guys, and you don't know what they mean.
Jenny's in such tremendous pain. She's got a sub-zero thing going on in her spine where it feels like it's just been yanked out. You don't call that a fucking scam? Got cancer? And you know what? I had a friend recently die of cancer. Excuse me. And you make me sick.
Mean. I think you do know what they mean. You just want to try and falsely put it on people. Shanny nor I have ever tried to hawk a product or tried to get you to, fucking. We have literally begged for food money. And if there was a need of a cigarette in my mouth, and I was willing to say, hey, could you help me out for one? That's it. Food and cigarettes.
You shouldn't be asking for cigarettes. You shouldn't be asking for food. You should be getting out there and hustling. You should be out there finding a job. Job. Job.
That's not scamming. That's called e-begging. That's called panhandling, which for now is legal, but they'll probably make that illegal soon too. That you won't be able to beg on the street. Why? Because we're in Trump's America, and in Trump's America, if you have no bank account with money in it, you are dog shit.
Hey, Cobra Commander.
You got it. If you are a mother that's carrying a sign on the street to try and feed your babies and your husband because he's out of work too, you are scum.
You know what? Shut up. He has taken the food out of the mouths of those babies to feed that fat bitch and himself. On more than one occasion.
In Trump's America. Okay? They want that.
You wouldn't have time to worry about all this fucking crap if you had a fucking job. Besides, you don't get a right to bitch because you didn't fucking vote. And you don't work, so you don't pay fucking taxes.
That's what they consider riffraff. They consider riffraff poor people. That's why when Ivanka Trump saw homeless people on the street near Daddy's Tower, Nimrod's fucking abomination, Trump Tower, she said, Daddy, isn't there something we could fucking do about these disgusting piece of shit homeless fucks? It's disgusting. This building is worth too much fucking money for this riffraff disgusting scum to be here. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? That's okay. And I rebuke myself right now in the name of Jesus Christ for not knowing this shit before I voted for that piece of shit in 2016. I'll say that. I should have done more research on what he was actually like. Because, I was talking to my co-host, who is a New Yorker. He grew up in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Jew. And he knew Trump. He was in a elevator with him once. I believe it was at Trump Tower. Because he was an EMT. And he had someone on a stretcher, and Trump was in there with him, and Trump was like, "Yeah, you gonna be all right?" And Phil was like, "Yeah, we got him. It's all right. It's no problem. We got him." And Trump's like, "That's good." That's basically the interaction he had with him. But he heard stories about him paying people's mortgages off, all this really nice, charitable, cool shit. And maybe Don has done that for some people. I'm not going to take that from him if he did. But the point is that there's so much stacked upon bullshit now that everybody knows. Like his level of involvement with Epstein is just like, whoa. My monitor blacked out for a second. That was weird. Okay, it's all right. I thought I lost power or some shit. That was really weird. My monitor went dead. I'm going to talk about it. I don't care. You have feds who flash my monitor if you want to. Cash Patel's listening, folks. You want to tell something to Cash Patel on my comments? Cash is watching me. Why? Because I called Bongino crazed, in South America with a cocktail between his legs saying that we need to clean up the brown in the Americas. The crazed Bongino. Okay? I'm going to call it out because it's not America. You guys want to act like you're the patriots. No. Look, somebody like a Thomas Jefferson type, who was most likely a Satanist. That's not really my business. spiritually speaking, you can be a Satanist, and I can't say like it's not a religious government, right? Yeah, it's not.
Rev, why do you act like you are in the know and like you know all this shit? You don't know nothing. You ain't about knowing nothing. Why don't you just be quiet?
So if Thomas Jefferson was a Satanist, it don't fucking matter to me. The point is that a real patriot would have looked at Trump and said, if you think that that man is an actual guy of the Constitution that could even understand fully one
Oh boy, we better be glad Blue isn't here, Rev.
paragraph of it fully, you're wrong. You know, to be a president, you should have to have a certain level of intellectual understanding of the Constitution. And I don't think Donald Trump, in any way, is a student of the Constitution. If he was, none of the shit that he's pulled would have even been something that he would have considered. But do I think he studied the Constitution? Probably. Why?
How many fucking times did you renounce your citizenship over the last year? And you want to talk about this patriot bullshit? The Constitution? Get the fuck out of here. Matter of fact, I'll put you on a fucking plane to Dubai. I'll put you on a plane to fucking Iraq. I'll send you to fucking Fob Diamondback. Have you ride along with them guys.
To be the most effective at breaking it. Because he doesn't believe in leadership. If you are not rich in Donald Trump's ideology, it's money. Wealth is your value. Gold. He's a mammon worshipping type fuck. Ancient Israel rejected pieces of shit like that. Okay, wealth is wealth. It's nothing, really. Why do we value gold? Because the world has said in the past that gold is valuable.
Okay. Water is wet. All right, I'm high enough to deal with him now. There was enough of that roach. Thank heaven. You are without a doubt one of the dumbest son of a bitches I've ever seen. You're not the dumbest though, but you're pretty damn dumb.
If you were in a world where they said trash was valuable, wow, that'd be a different world, wouldn't it? Yeah, because you could go and take your trash somewhere and you could get, $1,000 to the pound of trash. It's not going to work that way. Okay, we got rare earth minerals. And now what? You get T. Boone Pickens years ago. Remember that guy? Fucking billionaire. He was a billionaire in the.
I like gold. I like gold very much. But I tell you what I really like, and that's silver. I love sterling silver. Hence the sterling all over my body. I got sterling everywhere. Sterling rings, sterling bracelets. Yes, these are solid sterling. They are heavy pieces that I paid a lot of money for. A lot of money for. You don't want to know how much.
the 90s. T. Boone paid the water rights. That's a huge move. Okay? If you're doing shit like that, you know what's coming. You know that there's going to be scarcity. You know that there's going to be a massive, some kind of Israel-style famine dog shit coming. And that definitely is the case. Okay? If you don't understand that the economy, I saw the Dow today. The number on the Dow. It's at 48,000. Wow. Do you want to talk about fake value? How is the Dow at 48,000 when you have a currency that's literally groaning?
I tell you what, now's the time to buy silver. Silver is at an all-time low, I think. I know it's a lot cheaper than gold. I got a ton of silver and a little bit of gold. Some beautiful pieces. I gotta craft something for myself. I've crafted stuff for other people. I gotta craft something for myself.
Okay? Like the stuff that the Federal Reserve has put the dollar through, well, it's deliberate. I mean, I'm not one of these fucking morons that's gonna be like, oh, it's just bad policy. No, it's deliberate bad policy. Okay, that's what the Fed's about. It's about putting the boot on the neck of the fucking American. So that if you really think that you can change your country, no. Why? Because you don't control your currency. And if you don't control the currency, you don't control anything. They could put 100% interest rates on the dollar. What do you think will happen? They could collapse the system in many different ways, but I mean, the dollar is one of the most effective ways to do it because there's no culpability. Really, in anybody that's in, you would say in the American system, because
I stand corrected. I thought it was cheaper. So silver's gone up too, huh? But it's still a lot cheaper than gold. And I think, I don't know, silver is just beautiful. Like this piece here that I'm wearing. For some strange reason, I felt compelled to buy it, put it on, and I haven't taken it off. And same with this one. I don't like taking it off, but I do take it off. I'm that drawn to them. And I got no clue why.
because it's all connected to the Federal Reserve banking system, which is foreign. There is not one owner of the Federal Reserve banking system that is American. Not one. Of the owners that we know, because do you understand that the majority of the ownership board of the Federal Reserve, they're not even known by name. You have to ask yourself as a common sense individual, why do we have to have a middleman for our money? Why the fuck do we have to have an entity that controls our interest rate?
Because even an ignorant fuck like me knows it's a good deal more complicated than that. It's a good deal more complicated than you think. None of this shit is just that simple. I'm ignorant. I don't know nothing, and I know that.
Rates on our currency outside of the Treasury Department, and we pay for it with interest. Why? Because you have a traitorous, lecherous, dog shit fuck traitor
Hang on.
government. And you've had for a long time, man. Sellouts. Because the American giant in terms of creativity and wealth making is the most probably incredibly powerful force that's ever existed in finance. Is the American engine of creativity. Yeah, we've cranked out a lot of disgusting fucking shit in our name, like corrupting women's. Fuck me. Why do you think women aren't valued the way they should be? Well, it goes way back before America, too. We're talking Vatican. We're talking religion that want to, usurp God's system of how we're supposed to deal together. I'm starting to look too pretty, and I want to go really fast because I'm starting to look really pretty. I went to get my cigarettes, and then I realized they were in my lap.
You are such a pimp stick. All right, guys, I hate to do this, but I gotta run. It is time for me to start loading up for the flea market. Got to take little man and Spaz out and get them all settled down and settled in. I want to thank everybody that came and saw me today. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Peace.